The real question is, does martial arts actually make children more violent? I'm going to talk to you guys about what I found to be true. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters and I'm the Executive Sensei at Seigler's Karate Center in Augusta, Georgia, where we've been transforming lives through martial arts since 1982. Now my father started in the martial arts school back in 1982, and so I actually grew up as a child learning martial arts. So when it comes to discussing whether or not doing martial arts will make children more violent, I can actually tell you that it's quite the opposite, but I've got some facts for you to back that up. You see, a lot of times what we see with children that are prone to violence is that it's spurred on by insecurities. And one of those insecurities is a lot of times is that the child does not have confidence in themselves and in their abilities that they have. Their self-esteem is so low that it tends to actually push them more towards violent acts. And so because of that low self-esteem and because there are lack of goals or lack of direction or people around their life to mentor and pour into them, a lot of times those type of kids just result to violence because that's all they know. Whereas a child that's been involved in martial arts actually has a foundation of learning not only self-control, but how to have confidence in themselves so that when things are said to them, it doesn't spur them to react violently. They can go, you know what, say what you will, I know who I am and I know what I stand for because I'm confident in myself. So the first key to making sure that your child doesn't respond violently is to secure their own confidence, their own self-esteem. Now here at SKC, as we like to call ourselves instead of Seigler's Karate Center, at SKC we say it's the place to be. And the reason why is because we put people into an environment of positivity. And that's another factor that I've seen. Kids that tend to lean more towards violence don't have very positive communities around them. They don't have mentors that are just constantly pouring into them and teaching them boundaries. And that's also another area where a lot of children that are prone to violence, they actually don't know where those boundaries are, where they should draw the line in the sand and where they should be a little more lenient and have more grace, more mercy towards those that they may see as undeserving, but yet they can afford that level of grace to them to go, you know what, that's okay. You hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm gonna create a boundary so it doesn't happen again. And we see that kids that lack boundaries, a lot of times they have no level of respect either for themselves or for others. And so what we do here at SKC is we teach kids how to have not only confidence and not only, how to have a level of self-control, but also how to have respect for others. You see, when kids are in the martial arts classes, one of the first foundational things that we teach them is to say yes sir and no sir, to say yes ma'am and no ma'am. We even teach them how to treat their fellow students with respect and to say yes ma'am and no ma'am to them, even if they're on the same age level. Many times you'll have kids saying, okay, Mr. John, I'm gonna work with you today. Okay, Miss Susan, that'll be a perfect partner. So we have our students actually referring to each other as if they're already adults because we're teaching them how to have respect for each other. They're not just regular kids having fun together. They're martial arts students learning respect, learning self-control, and learning how to have confidence in their own abilities. Listen, if you want your child to have these same levels of confidence and focus and self-control, the very first step is to come in and just experience what SKC is all about. Come in, take a tour, stop by and visit us. We're over on Washington Road in Evans across from Club Car, and this is going to be a great experience for you to see why so many people have chosen SKC as the place to be.